Hey everyone, you get my sexy yoga voice today. Still getting over a little cold, but this flow, which is dealing with the heart chakra and opening up the heart chakra, will be really good. You're opening up the chest, the heart chakra. It really holds connection to ourselves, connection to others, relationship. If we're not connected with ourselves, we can't be connected to anybody else. So coming into this flow, really focusing on relationship with self and understanding the importance of it. So we're gonna start out on your sitting on your shins, your knees close. And we're going to focus on that 3-part breath. So breathing in through your tummy, your rib cage, your chest, and then out your chest, your rib cage, your belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Do that 3 or 4 more times on your own. Taking it as slow as you possibly can. Letting your shoulders relax, your belly, your face. Connecting with yourself. And then on your next exhale, face the front of your mat, your knees shoulder width apart as we go down into child's pose. And relax here, letting your head rest on the floor. Your hips go towards your ankles. Sinking heavy, sinking deep. Connecting with your breath. Letting those elbows fall heavy. Maybe shaking that head right to left. Setting some intention. Asking for wisdom, openness and willingness to embrace yourself and that companionship with yourself. On your next inhale, meet me in cow. Those wrists are underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, belly soft towards the mat as you look up to the sky, and hips up towards the ceiling, shoulder blades together. Exhale into cat. Do a couple of these, opening up that chest, really focusing on opening up that heart space. Couple times on your own. And then take those elbows down to the mat. They don't have to be together, but it can be about shoulder width apart as we go down into puppy pose. So your knees and your legs are shoulder width apart as you let your heart drop. Letting that chin drop. Letting everything melt away. Starting slowly here. On your next inhale, come down to the mat on your belly. Place your hands on either side of your chest and come up into that baby cobra, opening up that chest, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, release it. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, release it. Inhale, up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, this time come up to upward facing dog, opening up that chest a little bit more, then curling those toes under, downward facing dog. We're gonna stay here for a while, so pedal out those legs, swing those hips back and forth. Let that tension go in your neck. And then rest into stillness here. Maybe bend those knees a little, lift those hips up, press those heels back. Pressing those thumb and forefinger into the mat. Inhale, right leg up towards the sky. Maybe just make little circles each way with that hip. And then we're going to inhale into warrior one. So our toes are pointed towards the front of the mat. Our back foot is about at that 11 o'clock mark on the clock. Bend nice and deep into that front leg, using that glute to pull you in. You don't have all the weight on the arch. You have it on that long side of your foot. Oops. Bending down deep. And when you have your hips and you feel like you're in that good position, that comfortable position, raise those hands up high. Inhale. Exhale those hands behind you. Lift up that heart. Open up that heart into humble warrior. Gently come down with that exhale. Place that shoulder on that knee or as far as you can go. And let that head drop. Breathing here. Feeling that blood rush to your head as you're opening up that chest a little bit more with each breath. Inhale back up to that proud warrior. Lift that heart towards the ceiling. Lift those hands up to the sky. And then place them on the mat into plank. Slowly lower down to the mat. Turn those toes under. Upward facing dog. Open up that chest. Turn those toes under and downward facing dog. This downward facing dog might seem a little bit different, feel a little bit different. Hold it here, still move around or just sit in stillness. Inhale that left leg up. Make little circles with that leg, opening up the hip a little bit more. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go into warrior one on that other side. So that left knee into nose, that left foot in between your hands, toes pointed forward, and then the back foot, the toes are pointed towards about 1 o'clock on the clock. You're pressing back with that back side of that foot. And then slowly just coming down, rotating that body so that you can get those hips facing the front as much as possible. And then inhale, those arms up, reaching up, taking those hands behind, proud warrior, and then coming down into humble warrior. Using your breath here to expand. Opening up that chest. Letting that blood rush to the head. And then inhale, arms up towards the sky, reaching up. Nice and strong, beautiful. And then bringing that back foot to meet that front foot. Tiny back bend, open up those arms, let that chest shine, squeeze those glutes together as you let that heart shine. Inhale back up, exhale forward fold. Inhale halfway lift, exhale forward fold. Take a couple breaths here in this forward fold. Let the head be heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place those hands on the mat. Jump, step, walk back into that plank position, and then slowly lower down. Bend those knees so that your feet are reaching, or the soles of your feet are reaching towards the ceiling. Your chin's on the mat. This is called floor bow. So you're gonna take your hand and reach back and grab those ankles, and this might be all the further you can get. And that is absolutely good. If you want to take the next step, then I want you to press those ankles into those hands and lift those legs up, opening up that chest, looking up towards the sky. Opening up that heart. Letting that love flow through you. Exhale it all down. Inhale those legs up. Grab those ankles. Kick those ankles away from you while you lift that chest up into this floor bow, looking up towards the sky. And exhale it all out. One last time. You're gonna bend those legs. Take those ankles. those ankles into your hands and lift up. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, letting it all go. And then slowly pushing yourself back up into a child's pose. Breathing here, letting that belly be soft. Seeing how this child's pose might feel a little bit different. And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time.
Call from unknown.
And maybe just tilting your head back and forth. Using your breath to go each way. And then we're going to lay down on our backs as we do a nice, gentle bridge pose. For this, I want you to, if you have a block or a pillow or something like that, just place that block underneath your bottom. Bend your knees and lift up those hips and just let them stay here. And I want you to concentrate on pulling, excuse me, I want you to concentrate on pulling those shoulders together, opening up that heart, opening up that rib cage towards the sky. Holding there and then releasing. And then if you feel ready and if you want to, take that block out and then clasp those hands underneath you as you lift up with the chest, pushing away with the feet. Making that double chin. Opening up through that heart space and then take it all the way down. Last time, lift those hips up, open up that heart space, take those shoulder blades underneath you, press up with those legs, but really use that upper back to press down. Lifting high. And then exhaling it all down. Taking those arms, giving yourself a nice big hug. Appreciating that relationship that you have with yourself. Hugging yourself. And then let it all melt into the ground. Let your ankles fall open. Shoulders underneath. Wrists open. Relax everything. Relax those glutes. Relax your face. Thank you for practicing this heart opening practice with me. Thank you for your patience and my voice and Penny's excitement. I ask that you open yourself to be loved. That you can look in the mirror and love who that person is each and every day. That's what I wish for you. So that you can be there and open yourselves to others. Namaste.